Hello, I'm a very familiar trend hopper, guys, and so I decided to take on this opportunity to make some content out of the new and most recent drama about Emma. I'm not sure if you guys know who Emma is, but Emma was a supposed female in the community that's been hanging around here for about 2 years, I guess, in this community. More so about that, and they proclaimed that they were a female, and there was an expose about Mango or Emma in this video made by the White Room. I already watched the entire video before, but I'm gonna react on it again to showcase it to you guys if you're not aware yet. And I think White Room provided sufficient evidence to conclude that Emma actually a male. Uh, there was also a doc like addressing the issues regarding the entire situation made by Reika. I also read the document. It's completely garbage, so I will go over it after I watch this video uh, and share my insight with you guys. What makes this like completely repulsive is the fact that after you watch this video, you realize that Emma was actually faking not her age only, not her gender, but also her age, and she dated many males in the platform of Discord that were associated with SCD, including the White Room. Uh, like Emma, who is now probably a confirmed male, honestly, endorsed like e-sex and all these kind of disgusting things that as a male playing a female, I think that really says something about you. I think that it's pretty obvious that there is something wrong with Emma in the head. It's probably some childhood trauma or psychological issues that they have, but it actually kind of makes me sad, this entire situation, that there are like disgusting people in this community that are able to actually do all of this and not even be ashamed of themselves. Emma actually denied everything even after this video, which makes it even all the more sad, to be honest. Uh, yeah, let's just get into the video so I can comment on it.
Let's get started. Emma, or Mango AMV, is a WIS/SCD editor that came to the community over a year ago, and has become a very prominent figure in many communities, like PX District and Access Homies, for instance. They as well have a reputation for having many romantic partners online, often found in these communities.
Despite being such a
Yeah, so he said that she had many romantic partners. It's also better to add that she was also like presenting herself as overly horny a lot of times. She was sending porn in like public servers, or at least like hentai pictures in public servers and even private servers, which I was a part of. She was not ashamed of herself sending that, and honestly, granting that Emma is a male, which I firmly believe right now, that makes it even all the more disgusting that they presented themselves as in like a overly sexual way to appeal to certain certain kinds of males to basically get to know them and actually use them for for sexual pleasure on Discord through text. I think that's quite disgusting, and I'm not sure what does this. I mean, that speaks volumes of the person that Mango or Emma actually is, right? In reality, so.
known figure with many partners, however, they never FaceTimed and would never unmute for anyone. Their typical excuse would be that their mic doesn't work, whether it be the phone excuse where their mic broke due to their mother being mad and messing it up, or the computer excuse where their school's admins disallow mic usage on the school-issued laptops. However, these excuses couldn't be more fabricated.
First of all, they have AirPods as shown in the screenshot provided, so I'm unsure as to why even the AirPods couldn't be used to pick up their audio. And secondly, I find it very
Yeah, so unless like the AirPods are like fucked in the head, then they obviously provide like some kind of audio input where they are able to speak with each other. You can yeah, read the screen. I don't think there's too much anything interesting in it. It just proves like how much excuses Emma is making throughout the entirety of this video.
hard to believe they went this long using a phone where you can make phone calls. They as well claim their camera on their phone didn't work for some reason, however, we will get into that later.
Oh yeah, and also claiming that your camera on phone doesn't really work for like an entire year and not getting a new phone is also crazy, Emma. I mean, I think that's that's quite saying something. Um, Yeah, that's kind of weird.
First and foremost, let's go over their fake identity. So this is their main fake face reveal. Even now, I was never able to figure out who this girl was. However, I was able to learn they're a classmate or fellow student at the same school as Emma's true identity. I learned this by going on PimEyes and inserting the photo. And although I wasn't going to pay the steep price of $15 just to get the rundown on one singular photo, it did tell me a piece of the website that the result came from. The bit of the website link I saw had the school that Emma goes to. I did this with the 3 photos I have of them. The first one, which had some sort of snap filter, came up negative, but the other 2 gave me links to their school website, which almost proves the girl.
By the way, it's better if you keep in mind these 3 photos of the supposed person who Emma actually is. It is important for the later parts of this video, so keep this in track.
Came up negative, fellow student there. Another important fact is that they have been at least in this photo since January of 2023, as shown in the following screenshot. Now that we are aware of Emma's fake face and how
Also, isn't it pretty funny how Emma is posting the same picture for 2 years in this entirety of like in its entire state of this community? I mean, surely if it was a real person, then at least like taking a picture, right? I mean, she's basically spamming the same one picture to the entire community and presenting her as such. I mean, that's not really a good outlook, right, for the person. I mean, it's not really anything conclusive, but after you learn about the later facts which become more prominent in this video, then it's just another basically tool to light the fire with, right?
false it is, we should establish the real name of Emma. I feel confident sharing this as the name is linked to many Emma-related things. The name is Deontay Day, a boy from the same state as Emma. However, that's not even close to the end of similarities between the two. I first learned of this name through a Facebook notification I saw on their Discord screen share, which led me to this account. As you can see, this very well screams Emma, whether it be their.
Yeah, the fact that there was like Discord screen share and he doesn't have it documented doesn't really prove much, because that's when he started like getting suspicions that Emma might actually be a male. So this evidence is basically unsupported, but with later details, this basically becomes an insane fact with a lot of predictive force, and you will just learn for yourself.
Profile pictures at the bottom, or the fact their banner is Ruby. If you know anything at all about Emma, they're obsessed with Ruby Hoshino and Oshinoko as a whole.
Yeah, and especially Ruby as a character, so this is like quite literally damning, considering that in SED, people don't really give a shit about Emma, so that striking similarity is something to to actually look at, right?
The name Deontay Day will come up often during this video, so it's best to establish this now. It is well important that I show the face of the individual. Of course, any pictures I show can be found on public media, so there's no need to worry.
Yeah, so this is supposed to be the real Emma.
Now, let's get into the very striking similarities between the two. First, they were born on October.
Yeah, now we are getting to the actual like hard evidence from here on now. So yeah, that's the birthday.
25th, 2006. As you can see in the screenshots provided, it is very clear that this is fact. Now to confirm Deontay's birthday, let's mosey on over to a post by their father.
Yeah, see, 25th of October, turning 18. That's crazy, bro. And actually, you can like read this little Facebook post. It might give you like a little more insight as to why Edma is actually catfishing. Like considering that their entire family is kind of dysfunctional. Like just reading this sad piece of Facebook post, like it's actually quite unsettling how a mother could like say this out loud in public about the state of their family. I think that's something that's not really. No, it's not really okay. I find it unsettling personally.
I will censor the first name in PFP, but I'll leave in the last name. As you can see, it is posted on October 25th, and they are turning 18, which confirms that they were born in 2006. Also, if you click on the @ in the image, it leads us right back to this account. Moving on, for this piece of information, we must establish the mother, who posts on both
Yeah, so basically the fact that when you click on this
this account, that they were born in 2006.
when you click on this link, it transforms or actually it sends you here to the original Facebook profile of Emma, which actually is a relevant piece of information, even if it didn't provide any proof somewhere around this part of the video, like before. So it's basically quite conclusive, and Funnily enough, the debunk document actually tried to only account for the missing piece of information that they they basically didn't prove here, where then proved it later. So that's pretty funny. Um,
For this piece of information, we must establish the mother, who posts on both TikTok and Instagram. For their sake, I'll blur out their first name, just like the father, but their last name is Cordell. In this photo here, we can see our friend Deontay in the back, and the mother speaking. Now, let's look at this piece of information.
yeah, see, that's another just post that shows that the entire family of Emma is actually really just not really okay psychologically if they went like so hard on the internet in front of thousands of people if they found this post. It's quite unsettling, to be honest. So I cannot help but sympathize with the person who Emma actually is, at least to a certain degree. Like, I cannot imagine like living in a dysfunctional family and going all through all the crap that it is entailed here. Like, the family surely isn't like a really good one, considering all the things that are written here.
Given to us by Emma. Their very own address. Now, of course, I won't give this away.
Oh yeah, this is very important, so pay attention to this. This is supposed to be her address.
So we'll leave it at 1577 B Road. Using the name of their mother, I put it into the United States phone book and learned that they live at.
Yeah, see, it's the same kind of number here. It's a little centered, but it also links to the general Cordell family name essentially. So that's quite conclusive in general.
At the exact same address. Another big piece of information is that they have the same amount of siblings. Normally this wouldn't be cause for alarm.
Yeah, so Emma and the Cordell family apparently has the same amount of siblings. That's just way too many coincidences to just be stacked upon, right? And this is not even the most conclusive part of the video. And I would be also pretty sure to just, from this point onward, I would already be convinced that Emma is not who she presents herself as, or who he presents himself as on the internet, so.
But when both possess 5 brothers and they're the oldest, it really starts to hint that the two are the same.
Oh yeah, and here are the ages, which becomes more important when we look at the debunk document, where they try to misinform people in the debunk document itself. It's quite sad, to be honest.
How do I know Deontay has 5 siblings? Well, let's have a gander at their mother's Instagram. As you can see, the mother is.
So 5 siblings, right? And generally speaking, they are the tallest, so they could be the oldest. And in this picture here, they say that one of them is 15, 14, the twins are 5, the other one is 3.
Deontay has 5 children, including Deontay, to an amusement.
These are clearly, they are like quite old, right? They are more old, so they could be like 15, 14. And these 3 are young, which actually perfectly fits the image described by Emma. In the picture, but there was sand, so that's pretty funny. And notice that they're on a roller coaster here, which becomes also more prominent later down the line.
Amusement park. Give away the name of the amusement park would give away their state and most likely the school, so I won't give specifics. I'm blocking the face of the siblings, but you can very clearly see 5 individuals, and Deontay being the tallest amongst them, hence hinting that he's the oldest. Now look at this.
Yeah, by the way, he said that hinting that they are the oldest, which is also important when we look at the debunk document later down the line. And right now they are saying, oh, yeah, I'm about to go on a ride, so I can't complain, but it looks like it's actually coded. Yeah, that's quite indicative of the fact that they were on a ride at the time, which is only provided by the Facebook post.
You can see Emma also went to the same park on August 3rd, as shown in the following messages. You can see they mention going and how they're getting on a ride and have to stop texting. All this combined only further shows how the two are the same.
Yeah, August 3rd, right? And this was August 3rd. What crazy coincidence would it actually be, right?
If you still aren't convinced, you learn momentarily what ultimately pushed.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'll like ultimately convinced, but it will get even more crazier, I promise you.
Me to make this video and break up with them. First, let's look at the time they mistakenly turned on their camera. The camera that was broken, the one they wanted to get fixed.
Yeah, so right here, they actually turned on their camera, even saying that the camera was actually broken. So that already establishes that they are like huge liars. even if they were actually a female, right? Hypothetically, which is not the case, obviously, given the contents of the video, but even hypothetically, if they were a female, they are literally like disgusting liars that lie to their boyfriends, just to hide out the insecurities of like showing their face or whatever. So it's quite disgusting as a behavior, especially when it comes to the person who you should be trusting the most, basically your significant other.
For background, I created a TikTok slideshow for the two of us to post, talking about our favorite things and such in Honkai Star Rail. However, they didn't know how to make a slideshow, so I had them screen share so I could show them. From there, I realized what this could lead to, so I clicked turn on screen record. Normally this sounded immoral, but with all the other information I had, seeing their face right now could prove definitively as to whether or not they were a boy or a girl. Now, I'll show you the results.
So press the plus button, middle.
Yeah, see, that's the face. They immediately turn their camera away at the realization that they actually activated their camera on the phone. That's so sad.
So, what was that?
Although we only saw about half of their nose and up, we can compare the face of Deontay and Emma. So first, we can very clearly see that this face is not.
Yep. See? Way different hair. Way different hair. Like, yeah, just way different hair.
Match up whatsoever with the girl from before. Now let's see how similar Deontay and them look.
Way similar hair. Right? Like, that's crazy.
Although the picture on the left has a slightly puffier facial structure, they have the same hair, skin tone, and nose shape. They look infinitely more similar to Deontay than the previous girl. Most people I talked
Correct.
to agree that they and Deontay look the same. However, it can still be left up to interpretation. This last piece of information, however, is the most shocking of them all, and it is what ultimately pushed me to finally wake up and break up with them. It is their true voice. I have around 92 or so minutes of recording, but I'll play you some clips and show you what they tried to convince me was a girl.
Full sentence.
Yeah. Like, let's go and hear Emma's post voice and tell me that this doesn't sound like a male.
Alright. I love you, Rainy.
Dog. This is not a girl.
And by the way, right now, they try to sound more feminine, and later down the line, when you go down the recording, they actually de-escalate into even more of a masculine male voice when they know that they have no chance in proving that they are female to the white room. That's incredibly sad, to be honest. So, but see for yourself. You will probably see the comparison.
We gonna see. We gonna see. But alright, I guess. I mean, I've adapted. I don't know.
Dog. It's crazy. And I was dating a dude. It's wild. Man.
You know what? I'm pretty sure he actually done that before.
See, right now, they de-escalated their entire voice into a more like raspy male voice when they already realized that they cannot prove shit. They actually embraced their real voice right there, and they didn't even attempt to sound like female a little bit. You can clearly see the difference.
I mean, he's dating Callie or something. Oh, he was. Or, I don't even know. I don't be referring to that.
And Xavier.
Oh, bro, what? That's just not even. That's not even real. Then you lose all that. Then what? Where you go?
Who knows? Maybe I'll be like, you know what? Never mind. That sounds really bad.
What?
I was gonna say I would just go be like, and I built my own community of retarded people.
You're gonna become nice. That's debatably worse. You're gonna become. Anyways, yes, this is goodbye. Unless you have anything else to say, on the further days.
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye, goodbye, Deontay.
At this point, there is no room for doubt. It also doesn't help that the voice I'm hearing sounds exactly like the voice I'd hear coming out of his face. In case you don't believe this, Emma, let's look at the screen recording from a YouTube stream on a channel named DeontayDST.
Honestly, can we just look, or can we stop and recognize the fact that Emma, or the supposed Emma, who like has a really deep male voice, actually even got into a VC with the writers' room expecting that they would believe that they are female. That's a very very poor decision making from a catfish when you think about it, right? Like surely they are not really intelligent based on just that profile, right?
Although the audio quality is very muffled and there's a bunch of background noise, you can hear the voice of a dude very similar to the one in the call. It's also very clear that Emma is the one in control of this account due to the edits and Ruby PFP. Also, do not fail to observe that within the recording, the one speaking is named Rinku, just as their alt account is. Listen closely.
Documenting this now. Old edits. This.
Yeah, whatever. The edits. Yeah, see, you can, like, if you go to DNT's channel right here, you probably don't see it right here, but it says Rinku here. I see it like very scarcely, but when you go and double check it on their actual channel, then you can see that it actually says Rinku. And for those people who are active on Discord, which is probably like most of you, and hang around the community more, then you probably know that Emma used Rinku as a name on his old account. So yeah, that would be too much of a coincidence, coupled with like everything that was presented in this video. Very conclusive evidence, very conclusive.
You hear a beyond similar voice, while excluding the fake femininity, of course.
Yeah, the voice is like similarly deep. Yeah.
With that, this video comes to a close. There are other very incriminating similarities, but they don't have concrete backing, so I'll end it here. However, I will write up any extra evidence in the pinned comment or description post upload. If anybody has any questions at all regarding the matter, you can reach me on Discord, which will be located in my YouTube bio. There's heavy information to process, especially if you were one of the many people who had Emma as a friend, or even viewed them as something closer. But I'm glad their lives are now out in the open. Be sure to share the
Yep. So we can move to the actual Google document, right? So, yeah, this is made by her supposed friend called Reika. I know Reika from Discord as well, which is pretty funny because Reika is actually a catfish herself. He is actually a catfish herself. Like a year and a half ago, they catfished on Coach's server, presenting themselves as a female, catfishing successfully one of the people in this community. So yeah, if they are friends from real life, which probably could be the case, then they both went in on it together, and basically catfish together. Like, yeah, that's just pretty sad. Yeah. Yeah, the emotions at play here actually it is pretty funny because when you look at how Reika actually types this document, it makes it seem like they are actually more emotional about the entire situation than the Wise Room himself, which is pretty funny. So Reika appealing to emotions here is actually really funny when you think about it, because they were really emotional throughout this document. So, and yeah, it's like appealing to emotions doesn't like make the hard evidence presented in the Wise Room document like any other less hard evidence. Like, so that's a really lackluster claim. Yep, exactly. What? if you listen closer to the video, uh, oh yeah, no, I understand it now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so here basically they appeal to the fact that um he doesn't bother censoring like surnames and stuff like that, but at the same time he's like revealing school information, and they try to they later try to press on this issue a little further and present the White Room as like an attempt to dox Emma. So it's pretty funny. Do you see like the double standards going on here? Reika like wants more evidence for Emma to actually be a male, but at the same time, they are accusing the White Room for showing too much evidence and accusing them of an attempt to dox Emma effectively. This is a huge double standard right going on here, and it's like half of the first page we already see how hypocritical actually Reika is. And Reika was more so of a respectable member of this SED community, which is pretty funny because they voluntarily made this document and completely tarnished their entire reputation that they built in SED. And it's pretty funny, really. I do not show. I'm not sure what kind of insensitive did they have to make this document, but they entirely undermined their entire credibility that they had in this community. And I'm pretty sure nobody takes them seriously anymore after this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they need to actually provide any reason as to how did they find their specific name on the Facebook. Recall when I said that they basically proved their link to their actual Deante Facebook when they were referencing her mother. And when we clicked on the tagged person, Deante, it referenced them to the actual Facebook, right, of Deante, where all the relevant information actually is, which completely accurately aligns with the things that Emma was saying on Discord. So yeah, very sufficient reasoning. So saying that they like didn't claim any reasoning behind how they discovered the Facebook of the Ante is beyond ridiculous. We can see that it's pretty conclusive, even if they didn't show like the process of them basically finding their Facebook. And if they did show or describe the process, wouldn't that literally just appeal to the doxing attempt that you say is so unforgivable? So hypocritical, Reika, right? Especially as a catfish yourself in the past, it's pretty damning, let's say. For what? The name? Do you think that they are faking their real name on Facebook as well? uh, yeah, see? He basically is saying that they dated a really long time, so the White Room must actually have been very suspicious of Emma, and it is immoral for the White Room to be dating Emma. Wow, that's crazy. Do you think that it is not immoral to present yourself as a catfish, getting men to e-sex with you on the internet, lying about your age and your gender in the process? Think about it. Think about it. I think what the White Room did was entirely justified, by the way. Yeah, he didn't show evidence for this again, but the the information just is too much aligned for it to not be valid. And once again, do you see the hypocrisy? Show more evidence, while at the same time they are accusing him of an attempt doxing. That's crazy. So hypercritical. So many double standards. Yeah, this is a link to the profile on Facebook. I think this is irrelevant, so we'll skip this. You can read it for yourself, but it's nothing of substance. It doesn't prove anything. It's not even interesting. So, but you can read it for yourself if you want to. What? The person Diante is on Facebook is using is using a Ruby profile picture on Facebook, and Emma is known for using a Ruby profile picture on Discord all the time. So I'm not sure. What do you mean that the profile pictures are not closely related? I think you must have some issues with your eyes, so I suggest you go see like a doctor that can help you with that. I think there's something wrong. Maybe you need glasses, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I really think that you should like go and figure it out because yeah. Um oh yeah. Along with why would she even update this again if she truly is deceiving and pretending to be someone else whilst claiming this Emma to be an ex, and how this is a waste of time. It doesn't matter if the person who Emma is posing with is actually his ex. Doesn't really matter. It can be a different Emma. He just took the name of her ex and used it. Like it doesn't that doesn't matter at all, right? It's not anything conclusive. Logical contradictions. You're funny. Yeah. Yeah. This is bullshit. Yeah, finally they are appealing to coincidence. They are appealing to coincidence right now, and ever since this point of the document, they will only be appealing to coincidence for most of the claims that they are actually posting. So bear that in mind. They are claiming that they have a better evidence to suppose that Emma is actually a female, while they will essentially be relying entirely on coincidences the entire time right now. Yeah, see, another attempt to figure out or actually accuse the White Room of doxing, while at the same time they are wanting the White Room to provide more necessary information to conclude that Emma is actually a female. That's so hypocritical and would probably go against law if it disclosed any more information than necessary, and that he did in the video. Yet they are still wanting more information, but at the same time they are accusing him of an attempt doxing of Emma, which is pretty sad to be honest. Very hypocritical once again. Yeah, the five siblings case. Whiteham shows that Whiteham shows that zero evidence that they are siblings in the first place. It's literally a Facebook post with a person who clearly resembled the mother of Diante, right? Who do you think the people actually are? They are friends? Do you think that a 5 years old will have a serious connection to an 18 years old and consider themselves as friends and or as such? I mean, obviously, it's pretty clear that they are siblings, right? And not only that, but even on the options that they weren't, the fact that Emma said on, if you recall, Emma said that she has 5 siblings. It's clear, and also like referenced the age, which both of the information, both the age and the number of siblings, completely align with the picture taken. Especially also granting that they were on a fucking roller coaster the same day. And you say that there is zero proof to assume that. You must be severely crazy and deranged in the head to suppose that there is no evidence. I know Reika. Reika has something in the head. They are not dumb. So I really do not know why I did so brute forcing the defend on Emma. They should know that the evidence is quite obvious, unless that Rika and Emma were actually friends before they even entered Discord, right? That's my personal speculation that they knew each other before SED, and they just were they are both boys and both catfishes exposed in the past. So they were just like, oh, bro, you know what would be funny? Like join a random community on the internet and present ourselves as females and catfish a lot of people. That would be so fun, right? It's like a kind of a hypothetical that I have, which would be really deranged from both of them. I think both of them, just because of this attempt of Reika to actually shed some light on the account of Emma, it's actually really suspicious in the first place. And yeah, I don't think they are completely unrelated. I think there is some hidden insensitive to do something here about it. But that's just my personal speculation. I have no evidence for that, so let's just move on. You can interpret my information however you will. Yeah, oh yeah, the skin color doesn't really matter as well because it didn't really show their dad. Their dad can be of like darker skin color, so and if you think that all children have to be like the same skin tone, then I think you know absolutely nothing about genetics. So how it is in the same park, it doesn't need to. It would be too much of a ridiculous evidence to even suppose that they're like all of this is just a matter of coincidence, of complete coincidence that they are appealing to right now. They are not phrasing it in terms of coincidence, but they are essentially appealing to coincidence. I think you can pretty much realize that already, right? So this entire document is basically appealing to one huge, immense coincidence. Pretty sad. What? So she can consider herself better now. That's quite evident, no? That's very stupid. Oh yeah, this is my favorite point of this document. It's basically saying that Emma promised the Wedgeham to call, or actually video call, somewhere later down the line in the future, and they are basically making an inference. It would be like premise one: Emma said that they will do a video call. Therefore, conclusion: Emma is a female. Do you not see how ridiculous that is as a evidence? Especially when you look at like the behavior of catfishes on the internet, they all work really similarly, right? They are refusing to either voice call or video call, which fits both of the labels that Emma is doing, and they are saying that the standard procedure of catfishes is actually something that should prove that Emma is a female because they refuse to video call and voice call and just promised it. That's so sad, Rika. What are you doing to yourself? Oh god. Your reputation is down the drain with this document. You will never be the same person as you were on Discord before. Yeah. This is the accumulation of the evidence that I was referencing. They appeal to the structure of eyebrows and cheek area. And the cheek area wasn't even shown, by the way, on the video of the White Room, so they just completely made it up. And yeah, regarding the eyebrows, makeup is a thing, right? And they are basically referencing this picture right here. And women obviously use filters, obviously use makeups. And even then, like, you can pretty much change the structure of your face with sufficient ways. I don't think that's really conclusive. And even if this did show that Emma is not Deante, it shows that Emma is also not this person on this picture. Just purely because of the hair. It's not only like different skin color, different hair color, but also different hair structure. So the same argument can be applied your way, and you have absolutely no way of getting around it. Yeah. They are basically saying that males cannot have curly hair. It's only because women can make their hair curly that it raises the probability that they are actually female. Yeah, this argument is so funny. Oh, the person has curly hair. It must be a female. Wow. You're a genius, Reika. You're a genius. And I also love the condescending attitude. Here is even more. I'm so smart. Okay. Clearly not the anti. I'm so smart. Oh yeah, the voice reveal. They were referencing the voice reveal, and they appealed to the fact that the person who voices Naruto actually has a voice like male as well. First of all, that is a trained voice actor that can basically shape their pitch in a way that suits the character that they want to play. Second of all, Emma's voice is at least 5 times more deep than the woman who actually is voicing Naruto. You can look it up on Google, like the voice actor of Naruto. It's pretty obvious that Emma's voice from the video is significantly more deeper and more masculine than the voice of Naruto. So yeah. Yeah, and this is just basically baseless yapping. And now they're also appealing to Emma's emotional state right here, saying that, oh, they are victims and stuff like that, when clearly they just dug their own grave right here. So yeah, I do not endorse any harassment to Emma whatsoever, but don't let them just go off scot-free. Mm, what they did was unjustifiable. They should be taunted out of the SCD community and removed entirely if we want to keep a healthy and welcoming attitude in SCD. They should just be removed off from SCD surface completely. Um, just like we pretty much mutually agreed on to do with NIs, which is pretty funny. Because I think that what Emma did is actually worse than what NIs did. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Like, you can surely shape your own opinion about that, but I think what Emma did is arguably worse than what NIs did to to a lot of people in the community in the past. So yeah, and this is basically irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Yeah, think of it as you will, and see you later.